Kisanara Adonai Jesus and Iranariha Gonara Kununarale Agonara Amen. Amen Amen. Truly I tell you, I am Shetan, the one who can imitate. For I am here and you are there, and we are everywhere. In the beginning was I, and this end is you and I. Chidlar. So, what is the meaning of the four horsemen? The meaning of the first horseman, which is symbolizes to you what I've just posted in my thumbnail a while ago about the first was white and now is on the red. Meaning to say, at first I was just dancing. It was a ritual for the birds to be summoned as prey. What is this bird? The legions of the angels. The legions of the angels which I have summoned through the dancing of Gregorian prayer, sign language. Gregorian prayer sign language, because it is very, very killer. It's very the Gregorian ritual, the language that is spoken it was very deadly. It was very deadly. That is why you're not supposed to speak that. That is why I order my bird home to bomb the place. And she does not want she does not want to her name to be spoken. So I leave it as that. And that is why it was bomb. She was the bird of prey that was summoned to bomb the place while I was already in my New Jerusalem. So she's one of those who holding my vows. 4 horsemen, 6, 2. When I have opened one of the 7 seals, you heard the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." And as he watches me, there was my white horses. The first rider was holding my bow, and the second rider was holding a crown. And the third went off winning victories and to win more. And the fourth is wanting to win more of them. Who are they? Oriel. Who else? Merab. Bel. Who else? Raphael. Who else? The crown princess. Who was the crown princess those times? I am Hakodesh. Hakodesh was the crown princess of those times. That is why the demons hates me so much. Because Father chose me that when I grow up in spirit and I grow up in flesh, He will put me on the higher pedestal, which is to become a God of all created things. For it was all mine as a child. Papa, I want to go down, I want to play. That is what I do spiritually. Papa, I want to go down, I want to play. But when Mom said, no, you can't, I cry and cry and cry and cry. And every time, Father will take me down and let me play and play and play. For I am His Sultan Merima. Sultan Merima, the moon and the sun. The white horse here is a symbol of my cape. What you see in my thumbnail, my cape is the symbol of the white horse, which is made by whom you call Satan, Lucifer, now aka what you call Jesus. The whom you call Jesus, the son of Hades, the son of hell, the son of God, was I, and passed down to him, for he wanting to win more. Humans, the rider who is holding the bow is the Catholic Church, as they were the chosen mirab too. Do you know the mirab means M-I-H-R-E-B, means a place of prayer. This is the place of prayer where I go to when Father calls me or Yahweh calls me. They come right away. As soon as they feel my presence in the church, they are floating before I even ask for them. It's like this morning, I have seen he's in the book of life. He's in my book of life. Because everyone who is in my book of life, once they touches into the true Catholic Church, or into the Holy Cat, I see. You know, because the meaning of Catholic Church, humans, means a woman's holy woman, see. A holy woman, see. I see. Catholic, cat. C-A, what is C-A? Christ Allah. T-H, Chapnel, Hari. You know, Chapnel, Hari. Hari means what you called a king or a Hadi, H-A-D-I. L-I-C, love. I-C, icons. C, Christianity. It's the meaning of the name Catholic. You know, with H-O-L-I, holy. To reverse the word, rock of Peter. You know, that is the Revelation means. The 4 horsemen. The 4 horsemen is about the leaders of the churches that's going to be chosen, and which is the death, and who is going to be put to death, and who wins the victory, or who is going to win more. The Catholic Church have win more over throughout incarnations is just the people in there becomes like an educated people. You know, because I as a test to the world, at first before I came here to prophecy, I said to the millennial group on the Facebook, Jesus means like this, Christ means like that, Theotokos means 3, but they just laugh at me, and they even force me that Mary the Rosary is the. No, I put back and they make me cruel. That is why I said, this church is going to be research. It's I said that I am. This church are all of this in this church are not going to be redeemed. Those who will be only redeemed in there is the priests. The priests. Why? For only those who follow the footsteps of whom you called Yahweh, aka you also called Jesus, whatever you called him Jehovah, whatever you called him Satan, whatever you called him Lucifer, whatever you called him Almighty, whatever you called him, I am all of them. Whatever you call them, humans, I am the Mirab. Whatever you call them, only those who follow the footsteps of celibacy, or not to shag any woman while they are on duty as chosen one. For after that, in the afterlife, or in the new paradise after the judgment, whom you call the wedding, they will live in peace with their saints. Who is their saints? Those women's. That is, the women. The saints in the beginning, why those priests of this end now, they are, they have vows. They have vows that they will spend all their life forever in death. until he, like, for example, like Peter or whom you call Pope Francis, P-O-P-E, you know. Celibacy is washing the feet, which I stated to you in the record before, which is washing the feet not to shag flesh. Not to shag flesh while they were with me. Like that, Francesco. Many false priests, humans, are really just demons now. Like I said, not all of that church is for my father. I won't say DEMONS because it's still depending on what they do. It's still depending on what they do, Depend if my heart could understand and accept it. If I cannot, then that's what my father will do. That is what whom you call GSUS will do. The Satan will do. For he only begged me to marry this church so that I can forgive those in the beginning been trampling upon my dad. The crown that I have given to them. It is them who went up to win more victories, and I, in this end, I have more winning than any other. Why, humans? Because like this, my father want to place me in the top of the mountains or the highest seat. I just said that I cannot sit in there. It's lonely. It's lonely. Why, humans? I have it all already. All I want is to see my father happy, to see the smiles of my mother, my true mother, my true mother, the spiritual mother, which is my grandma. My spiritual family. That's all I want to say, them happiness, because only that can make me happy. Even in this flesh, humans, I am not asking anything. All I want is the smile of every faces. That's already enough. That's already my everything. Happiness, but without just love. Learning how to comfort each other, to love one another. That's all. I've just been talking to Dad, whom you call the Lucifer, Satan. I said, Dad, I already saw it. I knew where you want to put me, to place me. And that's too tough. And in the beginning, Father always carried me there. And he always said to me, Iha, one day I want you to sit in here. Keep my words. I said, Dad, why would I have to do that? This is yours. I'm happy when you're happy. When you're sad, I am not happy. That is what you called honor thy father and mother, humans. It is the victory that you wanting to win more. The people, the smiles of the people that are happy. Because the day when Father told me, one day I want you to sit in here. I said, Dad, no. Dad, I won't deny it, Dad, but when you are sad, I'm not happy. When I am happy and you are sad, how can I be happy? Women? That is the Catholic Church, humans, where he always stays and stops once a year. Why? Because he is living. The whom you call Satan is the living. Why? He's the one who sees the truth and false. While I see the good, while he sees the evil, whom you call Chapnel Elohim, aka Jesus, what you call him anyway. He's the one who sees the evil. I see the goods. In this end, I become all of them. Why? For me to, not to see, but to feel in my heart. Because when in front of all at the judgment, when you are and have loved me in the beginning, I will feel you through my heart, through my synchronizations. It's like a thread in you. If you have feel the love, or I have feel the love, that if my face, if I see or feel that you are you're one of those who hurt my people in the beginning, I will never smile at you. I will give you a look. I'll give you a look, and I wag my head and walk away. Why? Because I knew each and every one what my Father and I have victory for. And this is the Catholic Church. You know, this is the Catholic Church, humans, the white horse. Who is the white horse in the Catholic Church? Peter, whom you called Francis. Pope Francis is the Peter, who is the white horse. You know, white horse for I to become the voice of thunder. For him to come to win more at the judgment. Because with what you called wedding banquet or marriage is for me to marry the church that they want. You know, that marry the church that they want, because only this church have more foundations, have more good deeds than any other. And they have not. Have you seen any priest that preach the word? Woman, they only do gospel and homily, that's it. They don't go out there like your pastors does, trying to take you away from God's. And what they are doing, they only read gospel and homily, and that's it. Whatever they gain or earn from that mass, that is what they buy flour for me. Spiritually, he picked that flower and he gave it to me. When it's roses, my Father picked that. You know? And that is what you knew not, for you are blind and cannot see what is all about. And that is the first holding bow. A rider was holding a bow, and I am that rider holding a bow. Bowing to my Father right here, right now, that I will marry in this church. Catholic. Because to reverse the word Catholic, humans, do you know what it means? Catholic. If you reverse the word Catholic, in Tagalog, it's called Katoliko and Katolika, a man and a woman. That too is to get the Church of England that have pulled away from me, where Raphael was baptized and her mother. For the name Catholic, Katolika, aka Katoliko. Katolika is for a woman, Katoliko is for a man. One with pairs. To reverse the words Katolika is aki lutak, which means a kilo of denarios. And to reverse the words Katoliko for men, oki lutak means a wine and oil denarios, the scales of hell and death. Which is, I'll tell you next, who is the God of hell, the God of Hades, the God of all that in the world. God of death, God of Hades, God of hell, God of supreme, all creations, for there's many gods. Bible already tells you that, you know? So humans, that is the meaning of the denarios, which I will remind you again later on when I get to that, because I don't want you to forget. You know, because every time I keep doing this, I'm opening the light inside you, letting the light inside you, that you'll project that. Every time you listen to my record, you'll project that to me, and that's I see the light. Then I knew that you were the giver. You know? That is the 4 horsemen. The first horseman is a white horse, Peter the Rock, Catholic Church, where I'm holding my bow as crown of thorns. You know? With the emblem of what you call Jesus, Enre. to imitate the man who was on the cross as our victories in the beginning, to be called the King of Jewish. King of Jewish doesn't mean humans. Jewish means angels and saints. Prophets, the true apostoles. Apostolic Church is the Catholic. The true apostolic church whom you call the Elohim Chapanel. The Jesus you've called. The Yahweh you've called. The man in the flesh. Or the man or the flesh, the Jewish man, the King of Jews, the winning victorious of Ma'at. I am, That's the winning victorious humans. The winning victorious is the first time of Jesus. For in this end, the whom you call Satan, you've been calling name to is winning more. As I've stated in my record before, what you think is right is what you say evil, like that. What you think is good is what you think is evil. Because for me, there is no such thing as humans, but your characteristics, your attitudes, your behaviors, name calling others is what is evil. That defiles your brains, your heart, your mind, your spirits, your frequency, and all in all is your souls. What will you do if you have none of it? Dust, you came. You'll just go back with nothing. So humans, put your swords back and keep it to your tip of your tongue. Because you don't know who is who.